Howdy y'all, it's Dave from Cousins Paintball, and today we're going to show you how to install the DYE DSR Mech Frame. Mechanical paintball has really exploded in like the last 3 or 4 years, at least competitive mechanical paintball has. Every manufacturer is making parts for their guns. DYE finally has a platform, being the DSR Plus, that would allow a mech frame, so they have made one. They've spent about a year developing this thing and it came out great. Looks a little funky with the flat face, but it feels amazing in your hands. Roller bearings in it, so it's super smooth. Magnetic tension, so you don't have that spring feel sometimes you end up with. And it's got 3 points of adjustment. You got the magnet adjustment, pre-travel and post-travel. Very smooth, shoots great, feels great, relatively simple to install, so we're going to show you how to do it now. All right, we're going to show you how to do this. I cheated a little bit and took the screws out of the grips. Because frankly, nobody wants to watch me turn screws, and it's kind of a waste of time. So once you have those screws out, and this is kind of the hardest process, is taking the grips off these guns. You take the screw out, then pull the upper right-hand corner that way, and it'll take the grips out of that groove, and then it allows things to be a little bit easier. Or allows you to remove the frame. It's not easier, it allows you to remove the grips. You're not the only one if you feel like you're destroying them, it's me too. Pretty much the only reason we're removing those, so you can take the ASA/regulator off. We got those off. Take that screw out. There's another one on the other side. Put them over here by the army man. If you got a name for that army man, you know, throw it in the comments. We're running out of names for things. So remove your reg and ASA. That's all that stuff there. Next step, take your bolt out. Do that. Push the button, pull it out. If you have a DSR Plus and don't know how to take the bolt out, you're missing out on fun. Then you got a frame screw in the back that I'm removing now. We're going to need that in a minute. You got a frame screw underneath this grip that normally holds a battery. You twist that knob, pull the grip off, boom. We're going to take the battery out too because we're installing a mechanical frame and we don't need it. Another screw there. Whoa, lost my Allen key. All right, both frame screws off. This guy just pulls off. Bam. I'm going to put this over here because we're not going to need it again. Same thing with these grips, same thing with this battery. Next thing that we need to do is remove the electronic solenoid from the body using an Allen key, and there's 4 screws in it. The mechanical switch or solenoid, whatever they want to call it. It's not a solenoid, but we'll call it mechanical switch. Colin, can you actually reference the manual and find out what they exactly call it? They give you a manual with lots of nice pictures. That's good for me. So you unplug your solenoid, put that off to the side. Don't lose anything because eventually you're going to want to go back to electronic. All right, so the next step is opening up this baggie that has these little 2 pins in it. I think they call them studs, and this O-ring. We don't need that O-ring. Take those guys out. What these do is actually, here's the mechanical frame we've been talking about or excited about. Grips are already been removed because nobody wants to watch me do that. You're going to push the switch, or whatever it's really called, out just from the bottom. And here it is. Really exciting. We'll need that in a second. So these studs go in the, if you're looking at it from this side, this corner and then this corner. You don't need all 4 studs apparently because this guy's not held in really by the screws or the studs. The frame, when you put it back on, just sandwiches everything together. So they mostly are here just to keep everything aligned. So you got that one there. This one here. There are flats for a wrench, but I definitely wouldn't use those to put them on. But you may need one in the future to take it off because somebody got crazy. So this will go on like, you know, studs through each in the corners. Boom, you're good to go. Then we got frame. Make sure the safety is off. That goes right back on. Yeah. Wiggle it into place. Here we go. You find that name yet or not? What's that? This thing. The actual mechanical switch or whatever it's called. Sorry, Colin and I are having a discussion about things.
Mechanical DSR pilot body.
Mechanical DSR pilot body?
Yes.
Okay. I believe it. That name's awful, but we'll go with it. Billy Wing, you can do better. I would call that the three-way switch, but you know, what do I know? So we got the frame on, wiggle it in place. You're going to see it rocks a little bit. Once you tighten everything up, it'll take that slack out. You can keep from throwing the screw around like an idiot. Dude, seriously. There we go. Tighten your front frame screw up, then your rear frame screw up. Do. Boom, boom, boom. Cool, so you got the frame attached, everything's good to go. Last step really, or not last step, but put the ASA reg on. Pretty straightforward, just go boop, 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 boop. That'll latch into place. You put those screws on. Then you put your grips back on. Go test fire it, because that's the point of this, we get to shoot fast. And go from there. So here's these screws. Front grip's easy, just push that battery adapter out of the way, push that in, rotate that, it's locked into place. And you got your grips. Like I said, we're going to use the old grips because why mess with the other ones? Hardest part is not losing a screw. Ah, there we go. I found the screws. Grip screws, you get one on each side. They go in that little captive notch. Put them on from the back. Pick up the screw after it falls out. Push them into the latch those in. Little notch. Tighten those screws up. Put the bolt back in. You're done. You're done with this project. Use the right size Allen key. Tighten that one up. So yeah, like I was saying, the hardest part on this is taking the grips off or putting them back on. The rest of the stuff's literally like 6 screws. It's real straightforward. Cool. So there you go. We'll put the bolt in. Go test fire this bad boy. Thanks for watching. We're going to do a follow-up video showing you how to put the electronics into the single trigger frame. It's not too complex, but we're going to follow it up on a different video. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe. If you have friends and neighbors and grandparents, tell them to subscribe too. It'd be cool. I'd like to have way more followers than we have. I'm begging you. Thank you.